JINGER Duggar has gotten support from only 2 members of her large family ahead of her new memoir's release. The Counting on alum took to social media on Monday to promote her upcoming book, Becoming Free Indeed. In the Instagram post, Ginger shared a video of herself talking about her journey in writing the tell-all. "This has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but I think it's the most important," the reality star began. The 28-year-old sat on a stool in front of a white backdrop, sporting brown pants, a gray long-sleeved top, and her brunette hair in loose waves. "I've written a book. It's called Becoming Free Indeed, and it is my story," she continued. "My journey of disentangling faith from fear." The video concluded by showing the book cover, which features Ginger sitting cross-legged on a dock while sporting a mustard yellow jumpsuit and her hair flowing down. The mom of 2 further explained the contents of the memoir in her caption. "I've written a book called Becoming Free Indeed. This is a book about my spiritual journey, a journey of disentangling truth from error. In it, I share stories from my life, stories that nobody saw while the TV cameras were rolling, stories of fear and uncertainty, but also of discovery and hope. My prayer is that it will encourage you on your own journey." Ginger ended the post by encouraging her followers to visit her YouTube channel for more information and pre-order the book before its January 31, 2023, release date. The TV star received an outpouring of love from fans in the comments, including messages from her cousin, Amy Duggar, 36, and her sister, Jill, 31. "Love that you are speaking your truth. I'll always support you and love you," Amy wrote with a red heart emoji. "Proud of you, sis, and following God's leading in your life. Look forward to reading the book," Jill added. Ginger's 17 other siblings and her parents, Jim Bob, 57, and Michelle, 56, have remained quiet on the star's latest endeavor. On her YouTube page, shared with her husband Jeremy Vuolo, 35, Ginger detailed what to expect from her new theological memoir. "In it, I share stories from my life. Stories that nobody saw while the TV cameras were rolling." Ginger continued, "Stories of fear and uncertainty, but also of discovery and hope. I share these stories because I want to be an encouragement to any of you who may be struggling to work through what you were taught while still loving Jesus. Really, I wrote this book for any of you who are wanting to examine your beliefs without abandoning God," she explained. Ginger has been distancing herself from her famous family since her brother, Josh's CP sentencing earlier this year. The 19 kids and counting alum has instead been focusing on her family life with her husband, Jeremy, and their 2 daughters, Felicity, 4, and Evangeline Jo, 1. The foursome currently resides in Los Angeles, California, where Jeremy is a pastor at Grace Community Church. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, former Duggar family friend Mary Murphy revealed the potential fallout Ginger could face from her loved ones over the book. Mary, who hosts the podcast Out of the Shadows, grew up with the Duggar family and considered Jim Bob and Michelle's daughters to be her sisters. She lost touch with the family when she was shunned and excommunicated from their church after questioning the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, religion. Mary believes the same could happen to Ginger with the release of her book. She told the U.S. Sun, "Jim Bob and Michelle's reaction to the book will depend on the contents of the book, as well as the approach. Is the memoir a tell-all? Will Ginger call Michelle and Jim Bob out? If so, the likelihood of Jim Bob shutting Ginger out and cutting her off raises. However, if Ginger's book does not hurt the family image or the facade of perfection, then I don't expect Jim Bob to cut her off. I am eager to read the book. I imagine Ginger is a few years into this journey. In another 10 years, there will be another book. Because it is a long journey." Mary said she is so proud of and happy for Ginger for sharing her story. She added, "Stepping forward to tell your own story represents a vital part of taking your agency back and finding your voice. I am not shocked at all that she is breaking free. I hope all of them will come to that point of seeing the truth and stepping out into freedom." I'm not surprised. I'm super happy for her as she continues to move forward and heal. Mary hopes Ginger sharing her story will encourage her siblings to break free from the strict religion as well. She said, everyone's journey is going to be different. With each one that does break free, the pressure on the others becomes even more intense. I do think it's probable. It's just going to take some time.